The weekend has arrived, and we've got baseball from Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cleveland Indians. It's interleague baseball, next on MLB Network. Mike Clevenger, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Gene Segura standing in. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And now look out as that runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Stepping into the box, Cesar Hernandez. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Has a look, now the pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. Clevenger has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Digging in, Bryce Harper. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. From the stretch.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1.
Now 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Waiting on it is Zimmer. 1 down. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Now in the box, Rhys Hoskins. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a base hit on the line. Segura ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game.
That is it. The catcher, JT Realmuto.
So coming to the plate, JT Realmuto. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Luplow on the move. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Phillies leave a couple. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. Vince Velasquez gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, I call Vince Velasquez V squared, and he's a really good pitcher. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. 95 to 97 with a fastball with a lot of late life. Quality pitcher.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Now at the plate, Greg Allen, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Heading out toward shallow right. On the move is Harper. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Now batting, Jose Ramirez. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, D-Roll, this guy's been white hot all season long. Needs to pick the pace up, though. Second right now in average in the league.
I agree with you, Dan. He's going to get hot if he wants to chase down this coveted batting title. He's got to find a way to not chase the numbers and trust the process each time he steps in the box.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, guys, this is a dangerous team right now. Game 1 of a new series, coming off a sweep. Everybody's feeling good, swinging the bats red hot. This should be interesting.
Another 1-2 delivery. 2-2 now with 2 gone here in the home half of the first.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Up next will be Nick Williams.
Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Nick Williams.
First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Williams on at first, nobody out. ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one
Out.
to Santana to get the double play.
Batting it, the third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
Into the box, Maikel Franco, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Franco is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at his apparent hand-eye capabilities. Especially in today's game with such a high strikeout rate out there, he's becoming more of a rare talent.
Yeah, I just don't think he's trying to do too much. He gets himself into good hitters counts and tries to hit it right back off the pitcher's hat.
No score here as we play inning number 2. To 2-2 now. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Down quickly go the Phillies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
Hey, if this guy wants to win a batting title, he needs to get going, D-Roy. He's 4th right now in the league.
Yeah, I think he just needs to trust the process, Dan. Can't worry about the top 3 guys ahead of him right now. He's got to let them fall to the pack, or at least hope they fall to the pack. He's just got to stay inside himself and have quality ABs. So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So digging in now, Carlos Santana, as we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Behind 0-2 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Stays alive, still 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6, the second baseman.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 0 for 5. First pitch of the at-bat. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Kipnis hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Andrew McCutchen now, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Andrew McCutchen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
And he lays off there. 1-0. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Allen is right there, one down. So with one away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. At the plate, Gene Segura. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Luplow in a few steps as he takes it, 2 down.
Now that second baseman.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
0-1 the count. Third inning, no score to this point. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Lindor is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up. No score. That'll bring in Williams Astudillo. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's the first pitch to him. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. 1 out. Now at the plate, Leonis Martin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul for strike 2. And it's fouled away. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
At the plate, Jordan Luplow, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pereira will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-1. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In now, JT Realmuto fouled off. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Here's the 0-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Nick Williams, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Hoskins leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Astudillo recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Phillies strand 1 onto the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready for another chance? Bradley Zimmer back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Line drive to center field. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
The center fielder, number 1, Greg Allen.
Digging in to try it again, Greg Allen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head in the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right
Now
there. They are
batting,
in prime
third
position to put the first run on the board right here.
Ramirez.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Herrera patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The batter.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The batter.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. There's a fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike. Zimmer on second. Allen on at first with 2 down. Behind 0-2 now. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for the Phillies.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Odubel Herrera.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Here's the 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Bronco.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
Ball, that's out.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2-1 after the foul ball there. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Standing in now, Andrew McCutchen, as it's on the ground toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Stepping in now, Gene Segura, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Comes set, and the 0-1 misses. That's ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only: get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Sharp ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Digging in once again, Cesar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
The 1-1 home. Fouled away. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Too high, ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another full count pitch home. He loses him on ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
And now Bryce Harper. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. Allen is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Ready for another shot now. Rhys Hoskins. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Down and away, ball 1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line to the right side. But a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Phillies on top, 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Jason Kipnis. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Here's the first pitch to him. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, number 64.
Stepping up now, Williams Astudillo. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Astudillo, once a Minnesota Twin. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
The next 0-2. Popped up. Hoskins in foul ground, and no one will get this one.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
Franco has it. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 2.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the left-handed outfielder, Leonis Martin. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball, skied into very shallow right. Harper is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 left for the Tribe. They trail things here 2-0. Ready once again, JT Realmuto. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Count remains 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box, Nick Williams, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Odubel Herrera, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
Into the box now, Michael Franco, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Luplow giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One left for Philadelphia, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Bradley Zimmer is 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
The center fielder,
stepping in, Greg Allen. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 on its way. Called strike 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Swing and a liner. Foul. High in the air into shallow left center. McCutchen comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Steven Matz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 32, Steven.
Now at the plate, Andrew McCutchen, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A payoff pitch one more time. Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 2.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's just 1 for 6. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Cesar Hernandez will be next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. And there's out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First offering on its way. First pitch is a breaking ball, taken down and away for ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
The right fielder, number 3.
Man, this guy is a blur on the base pass, Danny.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end to any of those kind of thoughts.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hernandez stands at second with 2 gone. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Now the 2-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
The 3-1. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Here's Carlos Santana now.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it. One away.
The batter, number 22.
Now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Into the box now, Williams Astudillo. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground left side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Tribe. They're down 2-0. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's just 1 for 13. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
0-1 the count. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Hoskins gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Nick Williams.
He swings and grounds it to short.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole. Period. The end.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Odubel Herrera. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's gone 2 for 8. He's set, and the pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? Kipnis. Go to Santana, the double play, and that's how the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. They're up 2-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Leonis Martin. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he pops it up. Velasquez has a play. He's got it 1 away. Ready now, Jordan Luplow. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Herrera is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 4.
Digging in now, Bradley Zimmer. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat. This might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Striding in for the Indians, Greg Allen. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McCutchen is under it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Tribe. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in, Maikel Franco. He'll lead it off against Steven Matz.
The third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Boy, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Drilled to the left side. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You've got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or two.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Andrew McCutchen becomes the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box now, Gene Segura. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Luplo is there, 2 down. Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
This is line to left. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. 1 hit, 1 left. Nothing in the Philadelphia 9th. Last chance coming up for the Indians. They trail 2-0. So striding in, Jose Ramirez. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Harper on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Francisco Lindor. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
A ball and a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutchen is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. So now Carlos Santana, he's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now here's the pitch. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Line to the right side, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Phillies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Vince Velasquez hangs win number 11 on his line. Mike Clevenger pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 2 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 23 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting off in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies got 11 hits overall as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 2-0. In the standings, the Indians are in first place in the AL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Phillies sit in third place in the National League East Division, 5 games back. The Braves swatted 4 home runs in this one as they dismantled the Giants 12-5. Heading into the day, the Braves sit in second place in the National League East Division, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race. While the Giants sit in third place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Marlins combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 6-3. As of right now, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Nationals are atop the division, 2 games up on second place. The Cincinnati Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 7-3. Entering the day's action, the Reds are in first place in the NL Central, 1 game ahead of second. And the Mets sit in fourth place in the National League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. Michael Wacha got the W, his 11th this season, as the Cardinals beat their rival Cubs 6-1. At the start of the day, the Cubs sit in second place in the National League Central, 1 game out of first. And the Cardinals are third in the division, 9 games back. Chad Kuhl got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10, helping Pittsburgh get one against the Brewers 5-2. In the standings, the Brewers are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Pirates are fourth in the division, 12 games behind first place. The Dodgers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 5-3. As of right now, the Dodgers are leading the National League West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Rockies are second in the division. They're 15 games back. The San Diego Padres pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 4-1. As of today, the Padres are in last place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Diamondbacks are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Luke Voit had a big fly with 5 driven in, helping the Pinstripes pass the Blue Jays 5-1. At the start of the day, the Yankees have now clinched the AL East Division and a postseason berth. They will be playing in October, while the Blue Jays are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Boston Red Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-3. In the standings, the Rays sit in third place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Red Sox are second in the division, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. The Seattle Mariners swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they beat the O's in Baltimore 11-3. Entering the day's action, the Orioles sit in fourth place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Mariners are in second place in the AL West, 11 games out of first. Tyson Ross earned his 6th win out of the pen, leading the Tigers to the win over the White Sox 4-3. As of right now, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the White Sox are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Ian Kennedy pitched his way to his 100th career victory, helping the Royals push past the Twins 5-3. As of today, the Twins are in third place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Royals are second in the division. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Texas Rangers had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-2. At the start of the day, the A's sit in second place in the American League West, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. While the Rangers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Houston Astros got 12 hits in this one as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Angels 6-5. Entering the day's action, the Astros sit in first place in the American League West Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the Angels are fourth in the division, 19 games out of first. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.